I'm Chris Ward. I work at Dixons Carphone as an e-commerce insight manager for our data science team. What our main objective is to apply mathematical modelling and data science techniques to our e-commerce data on the Currys and PC World websites in order to predict customers' likelihoods, their propensities, with the intention of changing the experience for the user based on it, so that we can start to optimise conversion through our website and drive incremental benefit in terms of revenue. So we identified a need as our online channel grew over the last few years to increase our attach rates for cross-sell on the Crosssell and PC World websites. We would define product attachment as a cross-sell purchase or journey for a customer. So when a customer comes onto our website to buy a laptop, we would like to encourage the customer to take supplementary products, and it's by offering those products that we drive incremental sales and margin to the business. Previously, that process was relatively manual, so our online merchandising team were setting up bundles on the websites, and they were having to do that for each individual product and for each individual add-on product to that. So we identified the need to automate that process and to start to add a layer of personalization in terms of, should every customer receive the same add-on recommendation, or do different customers have different propensities towards different products? What we had a challenge with was really about the technology. We've always used Adobe Analytics as our web analytics tool, but what Adobe Analytics as a tool set gives you is generally a very aggregated data set without much ability to really look at the granular detail at that user level data, so that we can start to look at what an individual customer is doing on our website, because it's only when we can look at it through that lens that we can start to think about what that individual customer might do in the future. Syntasa has been really invaluable in speeding up our time to value with using Google Cloud Platform in terms of the architecture of the Adobe Analytics data. With Syntasa, we're now able to pass our users' propensity scores directly to influence their journey on the website by passing the data about their likelihood to behave in a certain way to our A/B testing tool, Adobe Target. That lets us then create an audience based on those propensity scores, so that the customer's journey can be personalised based upon it. We use a BigQuery process within Syntasa to run an algorithm that creates product level cross-sell recommendations. And we've also got workflows that build out that personalised modelling, looking at category specific customers, how they're shopping with us, and how different customers might have different needs in terms of cross-sell recommendations. Our Supercharge Attach project has enabled the automation of bundling across the Crosssell and PC World website, which has more than doubled the coverage of products which have a bundle featured on the websites. By using data-driven bundle recommendations rather than the previous manual recommendations, we're also improving our add-to-basket rates for these bundles, with the automated non-personalised solution increasing that rate by 1.3 times, and the personalised solution increasing it by 2.5 times. The value of productionizing data science and machine learning modeling in such a way that we can put models into production that can be retrained at a regular cadence, so our customers can be rescored at a regular cadence, and allowing us to pass that into a production system in terms of the website, in terms of target, has been very valuable. Now that we've connected to Adobe Target, we can really build any propensity model within Syntasa and pass that data back out onto the website, but also pass that through our marketing channels, through our DMP, or via basically any contact point we have with our customer. I think the future for this sort of stuff is really exciting. Even if we think about the work that we've done thus far, that's been very focused about e-commerce use cases, but the applications for those projects extend so much beyond that throughout the whole business.